All right, so some of you are probably wondering what happened in that last video. Why didn't the numbers come out right? When I do my multiplication and my check, it's supposed to come out even, and you are right. It should normally. Because we remember in the last video, we started with 324 and 1/10 divided by 26, and we got out 322 and 4/10, which is not the same as 324.1. I completely agree. So what happens is that we come up with this remainder of 17, and it can't go in anymore. We don't have any more numbers, so we would have just left that. And when you have decimals, sometimes they come out even, like before when you just divide something and it comes out to be 0 at the end and there's no remainder. And sometimes, especially with decimals, you end up getting numbers that don't fit in evenly. They just keep going on and just more numbers, and they never stop. The perfect example for that, you guys have heard of the number pi. Pi equals 3.14159, and it just keeps going. It literally never stops. It's like the most famous never-ending number. So we haven't finished our number yet. There's still more numbers out here that are in our digits in our number. And the farther you get, the more digits you get in your decimal, the closer you will get in your answer when you check it. You'll never get exact, but you'll get a lot closer. So let's do a couple more digits and see how close we can get. So when you have a number here, 324 and 1/10, really there's a whole bunch of zeros out here we don't write. Just like when we have 3, we could really say it's 3 and 0/10 or 3 and 0/100. So I'm going to put a 0 over here. I lost the cap to my other marker, and I don't know where it went. That is very frustrating. I don't know. Okay, so put a 0 here, and then we'll bring it down. So 170. How many times can 26 go into 170? 5 maybe? Let's see, 30 times 5 is 150, so it might be pretty close. 26 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Drop the 0, carry the 3. This marker is dying. If I can use this other one. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 makes 30. Maybe a little closer than that. Let's try 26 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Drop the 6, carry the 3. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 3 makes 15. 156, that's a lot closer. Let's use that one. So we'll put a 6 up here now. 26 times 6 is 156, so we'll subtract that. Let's see, 6 minus 0 minus 6, can't do that, have to borrow. 10 minus 6 is 4, 6 minus 5 is 1. So now we have a 14. It still didn't fit in, but we can put another 0 on and keep going. So we'll put 0 right here now and bring it down. Just keep adding zeros. So 26 into 140. Well, we did it times 5, and that was pretty close. Let's do 26 times 5 here. I just erased it, and I can't remember what my answer was. 6 times 5 is 30. Drop the 0, carry the 3. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 makes 30. Okay, so 130. That's pretty close. Let's use that. Let's put a 5 on top and subtract 130. You can see that right there. 140 minus 130 should give us 10. And we're a whole lot closer now. We've got 2 more. See, we're still not done yet, though. It still didn't have to be 0. But we've got more decimal places. We're now at 12 and 465,000. So let's try checking it now and seeing how close we can get. So we'll do 12.465 times 26, and we'll see what we get. 6 times 5 is 30, drop the 0, carry the 3. 6 times 6 is 36, plus 3 is 39, carry the 3. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 is 27, carry the 2. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. And 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Bring down the 0. Now we're in that second place. Oh, my brother is calling. I'll have to call him back. 2 times 5 is 10. Drop the 0. We'll move these over the way. Carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 makes 9. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 1 is 2. So let's see. We should be a lot closer now to 324 and 1/10. 0, 9, 7 plus 3 is 10, carry the 1. 9 plus 5 is 14, carry the 1. Let's see, 7 plus 4 is 8 plus 1 is 2. 324 and 9/10. Let's move this decimal over. 2 decimals here, 1, 2, 3. So we'll move it over 1, 2, 3. And we get 324 and 9/100. So still not exactly 324 and 1/10, but a whole lot closer. So the more decimals you go out, the closer your number should get when you check it at the end, but it probably won't be exactly even. At some point you just have to say, I'm not at 0 down here, but we've got enough decimals, we probably have a pretty good idea of what our number is. Let's do one more. I'm going to erase this to show you. Let's do the number here, right there. Let's do 17 and 13/100 divided by 4 and 1/10. All right. So remember, on your decimals, you have to move them over. We have to start with a whole number over here. So we'll move this decimal over, which means we have to move this decimal over in the same direction, which really means we have 41 over here and 171 and 3/10 over here, and we'll just move that decimal up. So now we have a whole number on the outside of our equation. So let's see, 41 it cannot go into 1. We'll put a 0 there. 41 cannot go into 17. So we'll put another 0 there. But it can go into 171. Let's see, 41. 4 times 6 is 16. So 40 times 4 should be about 160. So let's try 41 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16, 164. That's pretty close. So we'll put up 4 right here, right above that 1, and we'll subtract 164. Let's see, 1 time minus 4, can't do that. 11 minus 4 is 7. 6 minus 6 is 0, and 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, 7. We're really close, but we haven't got there yet. We'll bring down the 3 now. Can 41 go into 73? Probably just once, because 41 times 2 would probably be, let's see, 40 times 2 would be 80, so that'd probably be a little bit too high. So we'll put a 1 on top. 41 times 1, subtract 1. 3 minus 1 is 2, 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay, so we're at the end of our number, just like before, and we haven't finished it though, we still have 32 left. So let's just check and see what our answer would be. So we have 4 and 1/10 times 41. All right, let's see what we should get. We should get something close, but not exact. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Bring our 0 down, now we're in the tens place. 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. Let's see, 1 plus 0 is 1. 4 plus 4 is 8. 6 and 1, and we have to move that decimal over 1 place right here. Remember, we have that decimal up there, so move it over 1, and we get 168 and 1/10. So still a couple of numbers off here, but let's pull out a couple more digits, and we'll see how close we can get. All right, so we're gonna put a 0 here now. Really, there's just a whole bunch of zeros at the end, and we'll bring it down. So 41 into 320. Let's see, 4 times 8 is 32. So 41 times 8 would probably be a little bit bigger than 320. Let's try 41 times 7. 1 times 7 is 7. 7 times 4 is 28. So we'll put a 7 on top and subtract 287. 0 minus 7, can't do that, have to borrow. 10 minus 7 is 3. 1 minus 8, have to borrow again. 11 minus 8 is 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. 33, okay? Let's see. So bring down another 0. Put another 0 over here and bring it down. Oh, 330. So 41 times 8 probably would fit into this time. We'll try 41 times 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. So 328, we'll subtract that. Put an 8 on top. 328. Let's see, 0 minus 8, can't do that, I have to borrow. 10 minus 8 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, and 3 minus 3 is 0. So still not at 0. We've got a 2 down here. We still have a bit of a remainder, but it's really close. So let's try it now. Let's try multiplying and checking our work now and seeing how close we are. So 4 and 178 hundredths times 41. All right, 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 4 is 4. Drop our 0, now we're with the 4. 4 times 8 is 32, carry the 3. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 3 makes 31. Carry the 3. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 makes 7, and 4 times 4 is 16. Let's see, so if we add this up, 8, 7 plus 2 is 9, 1 plus 1 is 2, 4 plus 7 is 11. Ooh, we're getting close. All right, then we have to move 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, you can see that my marker's dying, which means we have 171 and 298 hundredths. So really close, because this is like 300 hundredths, so we're like 2 thousandths of a digit off. So once again, not exact. 171 is 0.298, is not 171.3, but we're a lot closer because we went out to a few more decimal places. So if you do some multiplication with or division with decimals, just remember it might not come out exact, and if it does, just know that just going out a couple extra decimal places will make it as close as possible. Oh, there's my marker cap. It was in my pocket. All right, I'll see you guys later.